You claim to crave peace, but you are repulsed by the very man who offers it. You tell your friends you are tired of the games, the late-night overthinking, and the men who leave you guessing. But when a truly consistent, stable man finally appears, you feel nothing. No spark, no magnetic pull, just a strange, unsettling sense of boredom. You tell yourself the chemistry isn't there, but the truth is much darker. You aren't bored because he is uninteresting. You are bored because your nervous system is in withdrawal. To understand why you reject the safety you claim to seek, we must look through the lens of intermittent reinforcement. This is a biological phenomenon where a reward is delivered at unpredictable intervals. In evolutionary terms, your brain is a survival machine designed to prioritize high-stakes, variable information. When love is a gamble, it becomes an addiction. Let us look at the first beat of this paradox, the casino of the heart. Think of a toxic relationship like a slot machine. One day he is obsessed with you, the next he is cold and distant. This unpredictability creates a massive spike in dopamine every time he returns to you. Your brain isn't falling in love with the man, it is falling in love with the relief of the payout. Over time, your dopamine baseline shifts. You begin to require extreme emotional highs just to feel normal. A stable man provides a constant, steady stream of affection. There is no gamble, no spike, and therefore, to a gambler's brain, no value. The second beat is the architecture of anxiety. For many, the feeling of butterflies has been mislabeled as passion. In reality, those butterflies are often a low-level fight-or-flight response. Your body is sensing a threat, a lack of safety, or a need to perform to keep his interest. You have spent years equating this internal tension with chemistry. When you meet a man who is safe, that tension disappears. Your nervous system relaxes, but because you have never experienced a regulated bond, you interpret this lack of stress as a lack of attraction. You are mislabeling the absence of a threat as the absence of love. The third beat is the predator's camouflage. High-intensity men, often those with dark triad traits, use intensity to bypass your logic. They mirror your desires and accelerate the relationship to create a soulmate illusion. This intensity is a biological signal of high status, but it is a false signal. A healthy, high-value man doesn't need to perform. He is a slow-burning fire, not a wildfire. He builds slowly because he is building for the long term. To a brain addicted to the cinematic rush of a predator, the slow build of a protector feels like a flatline. So, how do you break the cycle? You must perform an internal audit. Stop asking yourself if you feel fireworks. Instead, ask yourself, how does my body feel after I leave his presence? Do I feel energized and anxious, or do I feel calm and grounded? If you feel calm, that is the signal of a high-value match. You must learn to find safety sexy. You must retrain your brain to realize that boring is actually the sound of a nervous system that is finally allowed to rest. But identifying the paradox is only the first step. The hardware of your brain has been physically altered by the chaos of your past. To truly heal, you must perform a biological override. In the next video, we reveal the dopamine reset, the specific 3-step protocol to rewire your brain to finally fall in love with a man who is actually good for you. Click here to stop chasing the chaos.